Oh shit, oh take, pray them niggas go, hey. Oh, we sell the clowns around, it look like circus show, like, this is not the album.
Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Swift Nation and welcome back to another video, guys. Today, we are going to be reacting to Hitchhiking Horror Stories Animated. This is a video from Llama Arts. It was originally commentated by a horror story commentator, Mr. Nightmare. You guys may have heard of him before. And Llama Arts is this cool guy who animates horror stories from him mostly. And yeah, so I've reacted to a couple horror type videos in the past. You guys really enjoyed them, and I'm trying to get these videos out. I'm trying to just get more reaction videos out now for the summer. And yeah, so we're going to get right into this, guys. I'll link the original video in the description down below if you guys want to go check it out for yourself. And let's do it. Alright, let's go full screen here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hitchhiking Horror Stories. Whew. Alright. Here we go, boys.
3 months after I turned 16 in 2005, I got my first car, a '99 Toyota Camry.
Nice.
On a warm Saturday night, when my friend Alex invited me over to one of his friend's big parties, I knew I wouldn't be in a condition to drive the Camry home afterward. So we carpooled with Alex's girlfriend, Brianna.
Okay.
We lived in the countryside of Virginia, meaning less big parties. Meaning when there was a big party, it was a huge deal and everyone would go.
Makes sense.
We lived about 5 to 10 minutes away from this kid's house. I knew where he lived as I was acquainted with him, but not exactly friends. The whole ride there, we took the same 2-lane highway type road through the woods, and this kid's house was actually on this road further down. At certain points on this road, there were a few houses on either side, and then it would just go back to being a long, empty highway again. The house was tiny, like a lot of houses around the area, but the party was held outside anyways, since his closest neighbors were relatively far away, and noise wasn't an issue.
That's always good.
I'll skip most of the party up until the point that Brianna, who was supposed to be our designated driver, had to suddenly leave for a small family emergency. Alex said it was fine and that we'd find a ride home. Well, fast forward another few hours and another few drinks, and I could barely even walk straight.
Oh my god,
I checked my watch, and it was like 2 in the morning. I figured it was time to go. I started looking for Alex, but I couldn't find him anywhere. In fact, it seemed like everybody I knew had already left. I could barely even think straight, but I was still furious at the fact that Alex could have actually left without me.
Yeah, dude, that's a little...
I asked to use the party host's phone and dialed Alex's home number. After 2 tries, I gave up and then realized I shouldn't wake his family up.
Yeah.
So, literally not knowing what else to do, I dizzily stepped out onto the road and
started
began
walking
walking
home. Oh,
I knew this walk
this
would
is where
take
it really
anywhere from
begins.
half an hour to an hour in my condition.
Oh god.
Maybe after 15 minutes of walking down the road, the slight shine of car headlights on the road was fading in from behind me. Jumping for joy inside, I lifted up my arm and stuck out my thumb. As the car neared, it slowed down and came to a stop.
Never hop in a random stranger's car.
The man driving the '98 Ford Explorer rolled down the window and asked where you headed. I told him my house was just down the road and beyond the right turn, probably slurring my words beyond comprehension. He chuckled and told me to hop in. I thanked him and joyously hopped into the truck. I was exhausted, and I remember completely disregarding things the guy was asking me because I was so close to just passing out. And that's what happened.
He passed
the
out?
memories
Oh,
of
no.
being in that truck turned to a fog, as I'm sure I passed out.
He's not going to be there anymore.
The next thing I remember, I woke up still in the moving truck. The guy looked at me and laughed, but didn't say anything. I looked around and realized the road we were on wasn't familiar.
Dude. Of course,
I nervously asked, where are we going? He then said, so what were you doing out this late anyway?
Ignores this question, of course.
As the man answered my very straightforward question with another irrelevant question, the sobering reality of the situation hit me. You can let me out anywhere, I told the man. The man responded with a firm no.
Oh no.
I felt like throwing up as he said that. No, I really actually felt like I was going to throw up. I started to gag as I felt more and more nauseous by the second.
Oh my god.
The man took his eyes off the road to look at me, and that's when I thought of the perfect distraction.
Just throw
I
up all
turned
over
in
him.
his direction as I continued to gag, and he started to kind of lean away and slow down the car. Thankfully, I drank as much as I did because I
Thank
finally
God.
threw up and made a point of doing it all over the man's lap.
Nice.
The man yelled in frustration and stopped the car, and that's when I took it upon myself to run for my life into the
Good.
woods
Oh my
and duck
God.
behind a few bushes.
He's gonna be hunting you down, boy. Oh,
The
yeah.
man came following into the woods with a flashlight, and on 2 separate occasions, he shined the light straight over me without noticing. Eventually, I heard his footsteps walk even further into the woods past me. That was when I ran back to his truck, but unfortunately, he was smart enough to lock it.
Oh, no.
By some miracle,
That's
I
not
saw
good.
another car approaching in the distance,
Of
and I
course,
ran out
dude.
into the middle of the street, waving my arms like a lunatic. The car tried to avoid me, but I wouldn't let it. They were forced to stop, and I yelled at them to help me before
I mean,
they
I'd be
came
kind of
back.
freaked out if some random
Once
guy
I
just
told them
came
that I was
running up to my
kidnapped
car.
by the man who was driving that Ford Explorer, the driver agreed to give me a lift. Not to the police station or anything, but to my house. I made it back safely, where I couldn't thank the driver enough. I immediately woke up my parents and told them. My dad wanted to know if I got his tag number. And then I felt like punching myself in the face.
Oh, you didn't get the tag number.
I failed to get the simplest information from the guy that would have allowed me to actually properly report him.
Damn, that sucks.
All I knew was that he drove a faded blue '99 Ford Explorer. I made sure to give Alex a piece of my mind, and
Yeah,
part
no
of me
kidding,
always
dude.
held a grudge against him ever since, just for abandoning me at a party
That's
without
awful.
telling me.
If I ever had,
I
if
haven't
I
seen
ever
him
had
in
a
4
friend
years now,
abandon me,
however, and this was actually the first
happened
time I even
before,
thought about
just
this incident
effed
for
up.
almost a year now.
I don't talk to those people.
As
anymore.
time goes on, even the worst of memories may start to fade. But after writing this to share with the internet, it's once again fresh in my mind.
Wow. And that's it. Well, there you guys go. Hitchhiking Horror Stories Animated. That was a little creepy. I want to try to do more of these reaction videos. Llama Arts, I've been watching his animations for Mr. Nightmare's commentaries for a long time now. He only uploads them like maybe like once every like couple months, and I don't blame him because they probably take a long time to make. But if you guys want me to react to more of these type of videos, animated horror stories in the future, drop a like. Let's try to smash 50 likes for this video, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.